This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. With me is Mr. Zach Parker, who gets out this weekend, Frank Warren debut. Let's start there. Why sign with Frank Warren?
Yeah, he's obviously a top promoter, has been in the game for a long time. So it's a no-brainer really. And yeah, he's got a good relationship with the WBO, and that's like the route I'm going. So yeah, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah, obviously we will talk about your WBO mandatory situation. You sit right at the top of the pile, but this weekend you take on Vaughan Alexander, brother of Devon Alexander. So are we expecting a good test still this weekend for yourself?
Yeah, it's a lot harder fight than what people think. It's never been stopped and has only been beat by top lads. So I've got to be on my guard and make sure I perform in front of all the BT followers and in front of Frank as well.
Yeah, so it was probably a difficult one because, as I said, you're that WBO mandatory there. How do you select the fight? You don't want to push it too hard, I suppose. I'm sure you would, but your team kind of want to keep it at a steady pace and keep you ticking over, ready for that WBO shot.
Yeah, obviously I want to get some rounds in. I've been inactive the last year or two, so yeah, it would be good to get some rounds in, on Friday. So hopefully we'll have a hard fight and it'll go well.
Has it been a frustrating period waiting for this shot at the title?
Yeah, 100%. Like I've been in boxing. I want to keep active, and I don't want to be waiting around. I'm 26 now, so the only way we keep getting better is keeping active. So yeah, that's what we want to do.
Zach, what's your understanding of what happens after Canelo and Billy Joe box, and when that WBO, when they will call that fight with yourself? What's your understanding of that at this time?
No understanding at the minute, but hopefully we'll get the mandatory straight after. That's what we're hoping for. That's what we're in box for them big fights, and no bigger prize than world champion.
Just out of interest, what are your thoughts on that fight?
I think it's going to be a hard fight for Billy. Canelo is obviously one of the best pound for pound, but hopefully he does well. But I reckon maybe a late stoppage from Canelo.
Okay, and I'm guessing you'd rather box Canelo as well.
Yeah. I want to test himself. Like he's one of the best pound for pound, and that's what I want to do: test myself against the best, see where I'm at. So yeah, hopefully, if Canelo wins, we can get that one.
And no one can criticise you for that Canelo fight because you are mandatory, so you've earned that spot. If it is Canelo, by the way, I point out, if he beats Billy Joe, you've earned that spot. Obviously, we know people are going to come out and say, Zach's got no chance in this fight, etc. But you've earned yourself that shot, and you have to go in there with full confidence, even though he's pound for pound number one. Is that how you assess it as well?
Yeah, 100%. He's obviously pound for pound number one, but I know I can cause him a lot of problems. It's the hit and not be hit. That's what you got to do. Look at him with Floyd Mayweather, and look at him against Lara as well. He was struggling with movers. You can't stay in there and swing with him. And I think I've got that in my game, and I can I'm a switch hitter, so it won't be like the southpaw and different movements.
I just find it, if it is Billy Joe who comes out on top, how do you think that fight plays out with yourself and Billy Joe? How much of a chance do you give yourself in that one?
Yeah, I think he's quite small for a super midweight, so I reckon I could probably overpower him, maybe even late stoppage, but just have to see how the Canelo and Saunders one goes and see what happens after that.
Well, listen, best of luck this weekend, and I'm sure you're going to have a keen eye on May 8th. Zach, thanks for your time, and best of luck as I said.
Nice one, mate. Cheers.
Top man.